Welcome everyone to the Red Lounge. I am your host Rick Redmond, and we are in the final chapter of my rookie campaign on NBA 2K16 as we are taking on the Cleveland Cavaliers on the road in the final game of the season. And you know what that means, one last chance to go one-on-one with LeBron James in my rookie year. So here we go. As you see, LeBron, he drives down the lane like nobody's business, and I try my best to stop it, but I couldn't right there. And then now LeBron playing the sneaky ninja as he goes backdoor right behind me for that reverse jam. So defense not looking too well against LeBron, so I had to show up on offense. And you see here, I go with that jump shot, and Verjao decides to flop, and I'm like, hey, I ain't gonna take that. So now LeBron strips the ball away from me as I try to chase down block LeBron's jam, but I couldn't. Trying to do a LeBron-esque chase down block, but wasn't athletic enough to get to him as he gets that slam cam. Now I make a bad pass here on this possession, and now we're retreating back on defense, and I'm trying to make up for it by playing defense on LeBron at the rim, and we get the defensive stop right there. So now we're going the other way. Jennings going behind the back to me at the top of the key for 3. So nice way for me to finish that off, as that was my only 3 of the game. Now off the pick and roll in the third quarter, I drive past Verjao for that layup as he's flopping once again. However, we do lose this game by 8. Had a so-so game, but we end up on the losing note to end the season.
I know money isn't everything to you, freak, and I find it hard to say this, but I've grown to respect it in you. You're a man of conviction, but it's my responsibility to point out the consequences of that way of thinking. Now, for you, winning is everything, but winning isn't something you could do alone. It requires excellent, or at the very least, competent coaching, contributing teammates, and God willing, good health. And we all know that's not a guarantee. Now, the reality is you're not in control of any of those other factors, but if you, as the star player, fail to win and deliver a championship, you will be held responsible. You will be scapegoated, you will be villainized, and you will be punished accordingly. So when you say to me that as a free agent, all you care about is being in the best position to win, I understand what you mean. But again, that's not only up to you. Now, I'm going to call my guy at Apollo Jets. I'm going to get us a private plane for this tour. I promise you, you're going to love the free agency experience. Now, your relationship with Vic has unfortunately cost us in some of these negotiations. We had 10 teams interested. We now only have 3. But thankfully, you wised up when it came to Vic. Have you been in contact with Vic? Yo, freak, look at me.
He still has one of my cars, Dom.
What did I tell you about the L word?
The L word? What is...
Loyalty. I don't know what kind of hold this Vic has over you, but it makes me scared. You're a free agent for the first time in your career, and the only person you need to be loyal to is you. You need to be an FOF. You need to be a friend of freak. Let's forget about winning without appropriate compensation and loyalty that hasn't been earned and isn't deserved. This is a tough business, freak. We need to be tougher. Come on.
CC?
Woo, Lord Jesus, I was about to blow a gasket. Okay, freak. Now, there are very few options on the table, and I want you to explore them all before making your final decision. Whatever you decide, it needs to be an informed decision, not an emotional one. The larger the markets, the greater resources at your disposal and exposure for you. But if you don't allocate these resources properly, then it's just a big spotlight on you as you lose.
Well, thank you kindly, big sis.
She's right, freak.
Thanks, Don.
Absolutely. Team freak. That's what we're about.
Oh, whoa, I don't know if I like this.
What?
Dom and CC high-fiving like that?
I mean, yeah, why you got so certain I'm gonna lose?
Whoa. No one thinks you're going to lose.
You guys sure sound like it.
We just want you to select a franchise that has great coaching, super talent, exposure, but most importantly, a ton of cap space. If the team doesn't win and you're to blame, at least you won't be broke, capiche?
Capiche.
Also, you should make sure it's somewhere you want to raise a family, but no pressure.
Well, you guys have made this decision so much easier.
What did Mom and Dad say?
You know what they said. I mean, but honestly, I'm torn. I've heard and listened to what you've all had to say. Don't take this the wrong way. There's just one person I haven't heard from, and that's Vic.
Oh, Lord, help us.
Yo, Yo, Vic, where you at? I've been trying to call you, man. Hit me back.
You know him. He's probably somewhere too loud to hear his phone.
I don't know. I think Vic's actually upset with me.
Finally, the moment is here, free agency. So I'm a free agent now. I can choose 3 teams that I'm interested in and negotiate for a better deal if I want to, but I have to be careful, otherwise they might take the offer away. So here are the list of teams that are interested, and of course Detroit Pistons would be number 1 on the list. But looking at these teams, man, this is very interesting. Just gonna scroll down through the list here. As you see, I would be not looking at these teams. You see like the defending champ, the Warriors, the Rockets, all these nice playoff teams giving around decent minutes, but I have to choose what I feel is best, not just for me, but who I think will also be a championship team as well. So here are the top 3 teams that I decided to go with. I went with the New Orleans Pelicans, the Portland Trail Blazers, and the Chicago Bulls. So those are the 3 teams I'm picking. Now let's see what offers we get. Okay, so here are the teams, and it's nice how they put the small forwards that are in my position that I would have to compete against. So for the Pelicans, it's Quincy Pondexter. Currently, it's a 2-year, $285 VC with 18 minutes per game. Then there's Al Farouk Aminu on the Blazers, 2 years, $290 VC with 15 minutes per game. And then Mike Dunleavy, 2 years, $260 VC with 17 minutes per game. Now I'm looking at the Bulls here, and the minutes are decent, but I think we need more VC. They got to offer a little bit more of it for that. 260 is a little bit low. And now on the Blazers end, I'm going to negotiate as well. Now the VC actually is the highest of the 3, so that's not bad, but the minutes is only 15, which is not what I'm looking for, so I'm gonna request more minutes. Now the Pelicans offer is the only one that looks pretty stable and that I don't really mind, so I'm actually going to hold on this. I'm not going to accept nor decline just because I want to keep that offer on the table, so I'm going to put that on hold and see what the second round of offers have to do, or what I'll get. So let's see here. So Pelicans offer stay the same, that's fine. The Blazers offer, we did get like a minute increase, which is fine, but that's still not that great for 60 minutes. But the Bulls VC went up by 15, so it went from 260 to 275. So that's not bad. However, I think we're going to do the same thing again. We'll go more money for Bulls, more minutes for the Blazers, and hold on the Pelicans. So here's the final round of offers. So we got the Pelicans, 2 years, $285 VC with 18 minutes per game, and the Blazers and Bulls both 2 years, $290 VC with 17 minutes per game. So looking at this, the Pelicans do offer a little bit more extra minute for play time, while the Blazers and Bulls offer at least 5 more VC per game. This is going to be a little bit tough, and I might have to hold off my decision until the next episode. So we'll see what I choose, and I might need some recommendations and help from you guys. Who do you think I should go with? Until then, guys, this is going to be Rick Redmond signing out.